The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Reeves. To the sideline. And oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk on.
Throwing on first down. Barnes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake. Barnes. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
On 1st and 10, Barnes finding Ertz again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barnes looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Barnes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, and the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stats going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. James Lynch busting through to get him for a loss of 6. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the 1st quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't match the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16. On 3rd and 2, Barnes. And this is going to be incomplete. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit from the right hash. This from 33. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Barnes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Barnes under pressure and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Able to avoid him at the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Barnes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now. And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McNally. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. McNally. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. McNally. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. On 3rd down, Barnes. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw on 2nd down, McNally. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McNally. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on 1st down. Barnes launching one for Henderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Barnes. And he finds his tight end. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll run again with Richardson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 3rd and 2, Barnes. Hard throw, incomplete. On 4th down, Barnes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace and change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, McNally. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McNally. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McNally. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
To throw on third down, Barnes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Barnes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, Mays. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barnes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Barnes. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the...
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle they go. Mays. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Mays. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll run on 1st down. Mays. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down now. Mays. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Richardson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Off the play fake. Barnes. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation?
Throwing on 1st down. Barnes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Barnes throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back to throw. Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, McNally, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. To throw on 2nd down, McNally dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNally looking middle, and it's... Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, McNally. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw on 2nd down, McNally. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. McNally to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNally. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. No gain, and it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Richardson, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, after that play, we're going to get a pause here, an injured player, and that's the tight end, Zach Ertz, in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Coming up here, looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Kingsley Keke
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McNally. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. McNally finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. McNally. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. McNally. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this one is incomplete. On 4th down, McNally. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At their own 46. Here's Richardson to start the drive. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Up the middle they go. Richardson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.